Yang nungaiba pao ma. ADC kita. Bari sonta. Apoio sentimental way.
CM na mahapu galantary gi mana khusina ki badu lenga ki mungsa kina papi ki banate lenga ki oiba arum ayanga tribu kari kino haina sayakhi.
He's not fighting, he's a part of it.
You're saying that he is benefited out of it?
Yes, he's a part of the drug cartel. He's protecting them. He's their patron.
And Biren Singh sent
Yes.
the BJP vice president to your residence.
To my residence and ordered that I release the arrested ADC chairman in exchange of his wife, who is the elected MLA from Sandel custody. Majority of the profits are shared by these first three levels. So these whole three levels, they occupy the category of narco-terrorist.
You had arrested somebody. Who is that somebody? Okay.
Yes.
And he was a minister.
He was the chairman of ADC, Autonomous District Council.
Okay. Okay.
From Technopal.
And when did you arrest him?
2018 June.
And on what charges?
He was arrested with drugs from his premises.
In possession.
In possession.
Do you remember the quantity?
It was a huge operation that lasted over 14 hours. So we seized drugs from his driver's quarter, two full bags of suitcases with heroin and WY tablets, and then another was recovered from Manipur. That was again his relative with huge amount of drugs and money, cash, lakhs. And then the last one was recovered from his residence, 2 lakhs number of WI tablets from his premises.
And he belonged to which political party?
He was BJP at the time. The minister sent the vice president of BJP vice president of Manipur to my residence.
And Biren Singh sent
Yes.
the BJP vice president to your residence.
To my residence and ordered that I release the arrested ADC chairman in exchange of his wife or son, because he turned out to be the right-hand man of his second wife, Olish, who is the elected MLA from Sandel constituency. I told him that's not possible because we seized the drugs from him. His wife and son are not culprits. So that cannot be done, and after all, I conducted the operation with over 150 police personnel. What am I going to tell them? And that he may sacrifice Manipur and her interest for his second wife, but I am there. Go and tell him that I am there for Manipur, and then I'll face everything. He went back, came back again, told me that second wife was very furious that I refused to heed her order. And then again I sent him back that this is not going to work on me. And again he came back the third time. The third time also I sent them back. They can do anything what they want, but I won't listen to them.
Then what happened?
I went ahead with the arrest.
Was he produced before court?
Yes, he was produced. He was sent to jail.
For how many days?
For some months, from June till December, I guess. December, yes.
And then?
And then in December, we submitted our charge sheet before the experiment of this mandatory 180 days, not to let him open bail, because by then he was already playing this drama that he needed medical, bail on medical grounds, absolute bail. And then knowing that he was fooling around, we investigated thoroughly, and there was huge argument in the court that this man was faking his medical condition. We needed to produce him before a board, which is mandatory again, medical board. So they refused the medical board, and after that he was given a preliminary bail for some few days to get the gallstone operated, but he disappeared from the Jennings hospital.
What?
The man disappeared from the Jennings hospital. Before the disappearance, in December 14, 2018, the then DGP called my SP and me to his office and gave the order that the Honorable Chief Minister had given him order that we should remove the charge sheet from the court.
How do you remove charge sheet from court?
Yeah, exactly. So I told him that there are only two conditions in which charge sheet can be removed from the court. One is when the IO is not satisfied, and the second condition is when the judge is not satisfied with the charge sheet. both of which conditions are not available in the present case. And then hell broke loose. It was there all over the news. And the Chief Minister called me and gave me a thorough scolding in his bungalow. And after that, the ADC chairman, he disappeared from Manipur. The judge got transferred. A new judge came, and then suddenly he appeared, saying that he was kidnapped by Kuki militants based in Myanmar, and then he had been released, and he wanted to surrender to the court when there was a new judge in place.
Yam nungaiba paw ma masida kwai nungai do si kogi honorable member Megha Chandran kaino to kogi drug ki da ama chain ki na to ba jo more de ke zila parishad ki do nan CBS ne de ke no to kan to bo do ADC ki da ngasi sima quarter surrender to honorable speaker sir ngasi ma quarter surrender to le magi quarter surrender to si wari jong paro ke dia na khoi do sentimental way ma si magi ana ba gi le ri ni de da underground group amagi drama da beso underground group mana usi case to mari le na ma si phar la ko ka wa hang ba ge Lake to ba matam da sagi wanted lock to kiba photo kiba to budu nai la tong ngan de to bani atu nai or trai smai nai magi wari me anu kai sai me to de ndur ma su sai jiwal de da mohon sang re ala si mai me am house si mai tham jare
kumjai ing lising ani ga taraga mapani March kunthraga mathoi da lukhok sai jaugi case ado mangan khinaba hotnare haina Imphal Free Press ta paw phonglaki paw adu ga mari lenana singdokhinaba SP na khangalaki adubu mahakna yakide mathang thagi numita press release ama thoktuna wafam adu aran mane hena singdokhi numit adugi nungthil da Chief Minister na nap ki SP NDNPS Lamphel Court ki special procedure amadi masama ki Bangalore da kaurakhi CM na mahakpu galantary gi mana khusina ki adu lenga ki mingcha thina ba pi ki banate lenga ki oiba arum aya ngak triba kari gi no haina sairakhi
Drug ki case amaga mari lainana while chathariba Chandel Autonomous District Council gi chairman oiramba Lukhosai Jau Eli Sesai Jau gi case asida mahak masa maral lai tre haina ngasi NDPS ke special court na la
kaya gi drug fa ki ba drug lord Lukhosai Jau thadok pa yaning de lengak na thu protection lokhalu haiba davi tawraduna Manipur gi nupi lop kun ga taruk na punsilaga semba nupi samas ki ima singna CM Bangalore da thomjin baga loinana thaudok asigi matang da kupna tigat kadabani haiba davi yauba memorandum amamam su Chief Minister Office amadi Governor da Pishin Gray.
What happened to you?
I later on kept on fighting with the Chief Minister. He filed so many cases against me. Defamation suits demanding 50 crores, 550 crores in total from all the respondents. He has met everybody, all his aides filed cases against me, filed FIR against me. So I have been battling till now. So these things are going on, and then we are coming to this stage. Somebody who protected.
You resigned?
I resigned. Ultimately, I had to resign. I was transferred out of NAB, put in almost in a suspension kind of position in the police headquarters with no duties assigned, nothing. I didn't report to that posting, and then I eventually had to leave the service. I already submitted an affidavit in the State High Court about the whole sequence of events. I'm waiting for the case to open up, for the case to be further investigated, so that I can clarify to the people of Manipur that whatever I submitted in the court, whatever I stood for, was right. I'm waiting for the day.
Okay. So you don't believe the Chief Minister N. Biren Singh when he says that this is his fight against drugs?
No, he's not fighting, he's a part of it.
You are saying that he is benefited out of it?
Yes, he's a part of the drug cartel. He's protecting them. He's their patron.
What proof do you have that he is actually saving the mafias?
Number one, the case in the State High Court. This should be opened up, and there should be further investigation of this ADC case. If it is further investigated, then I'll have to submit all my statements and evidence of the involvement of the Chief Minister, his second wife, in protecting and acquitting the arrested ADC chairman. Secondly, the involvement of the government of Manipur directly in drug mafia is easily proven by its association with militants under suspension of operation, which are in his custody. And thirdly, regarding the present violent crisis, we have to question, why did the government of Manipur fail to take effective action to control the violence that erupted in Churachandpur on the 3rd of May itself?
Absolutely.
Why it took so long? Later on he admitted that it was intelligence failure.
Do you think this is actually an ethnic violence? Would you call it an ethnic violence?
No, this is not an ethnic violence. The current issue is fight between anti-Manipur entities who are backed by the drug mafia, and this drug mafia is completely controlled by this top 3 echelon of the entire cartel, whom I categorically, classify into 4 categories. So number 1 in the top level are the politicians and drug lords who work hand in hand together, and the second are the financiers and the middlemen who operate between the producers and the top echelon, and the third one is the militant groups. These militant groups are all from suspension, people on suspension of operation. Fourth one are the peddlers and the poppy farmers, which are very poor. They share the minimum amount of profits. They are not, they are hand-to-mouth people. So majority of the profits are shared by these first 3 levels. So these whole 3 levels, they occupy the category of narco-terrorists. These are the narco-terrorists who are acting against the interests of the people. They are the ones feeding drugs to the people of Manipur. They are the ones arming these militants who are again backing people, organizing people to claim, to justify their claim that they need a separate administration to balkanize Manipur, blah, 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 this and that. So this is what is taking place. The whole crisis in Manipur is between people who want to break up Manipur, backed by narcotics mafia, and the people of Manipur, who love Manipur, who want to save her. See, the tentacles of the drug mafia, I feel that it has reached the Indian parliament, directly or indirectly. Because these people are so capable that, in the present case of this acquitted Lukhosai Zhou, this man was able to influence and buy the minister of Manipur. He influenced the judiciary, he influenced the police department, he could buy each and everybody who are, buyable. So imagine the power of this drug mafia. Imagine their might, imagine their strength. They can creep into everywhere. They have crept into all the institutions of the state machineries. Intelligence, finance, state administration, state police department, everywhere. So I'm telling that government of India may ignore this crisis, because time and again I have been requesting them that we fight this out together, because it is already a national security threat and it is going to cost the nation heavily.
Have you written any letter in the past?
I have written many.
To
the Prime Minister. We formed a body called 3.5. It's a conglomeration of civil society organizations. We have written to the Prime Minister, to the Home Minister. We have even filed cases in the Supreme Court. We have worked very hard. We have informed them, clandestinely also. We have given a lot of confidential videos, everything that's taking place in Manipur. They haven't listened. They
have not responded.
No, they haven't responded. We are seeing the response now. This silent
so you're
response.
saying there is no response from the government of India to all the letters, to all the evidences that you have given so far?
Nothing.
Oh, a lot of things you said and a lot to process. Tanuja Brinda, it was a pleasure talking to you. And she believes that the current crisis in Manipur has its genesis in the larger drug narco-terrorism, and for which she has given out a lot of details and has squarely held the current Chief Minister N. Biren Singh responsible, and she believes that it is not a fight against narco-terrorism which has resulted to this. She believes that the fight that she had started and others had started had been suppressed over the decades is what has resulted to the current crisis. There are several cases against her before the court that also include defamation cases, but that hasn't stopped her from speaking out. She has spoken once again, and she has also said the tentacles of the drug and the drug business, terrorism, might have reached India's capital, New Delhi. It could be a matter of concern. Thus the question is, what you're seeing now here in Manipur, is that just a facade? With video journalist Ronnie Shatra here in Imphal, this is Tamal Shah for News the Truth, NTT. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Thank you.